Hi friends, and welcome to Gilded Loop Crochet. My name is Matt, and thank you so much for joining the channel today. I have a fun unboxing today from Mary Maxim. It's been a hot second, at least a couple months, since I've ordered from Mary Maxim because, as I've shared in some of my previous videos, not a huge fan of the shipping costs in Mary Maxim. Love some of their product. Love some of the things that they have. They definitely have some good deals sometimes, but I always have to watch out for shipping. And to be honest, on a normal situation with them, it's $20 to $25 for an order that sometimes is less than $100. And then they don't have a certain threshold to where it's free. But they had these shipping sales to where it was $5 for shipping, no matter what you purchased. It was like a flat rate. It was like a special that they had going on. So Mary Maxim, let's do some more of that. Or let's have a threshold where you spend this much and you get free shipping. Would love that. But anyway, I love ordering from Mary Maxim. They have one of my favorite yarns, which I ordered today. And I also ordered a surprise pack. So we're going to be going over all of that today. So here is, I have my box down here for Mary Maxim that you can kind of see. I got a bunch of stuff here, so we're going to kind of go over all of that. So I told you that they have one of my favorite yarns, and that is, of course, Bag of Days Tonal Hues Premium Anti-Pilling Acrylic. Now, I don't know if you can see it in the shot, but I have a lot of the Bag of Day Tonal Hues. It is literally one of my favorite yarns. I love a gradient yarn. And I've got a lot of different variations of gradient yarns here. But this one, there's different things that I like about different gradient yarns. I love Red Heart Super Saver Ombre. However, it's not nearly this soft, and it's not an anti-pilling acrylic, right? So I do love that. I also love Premier Gradient. It's like a long gradient effect. It takes a whole cake to really get through it. But for like an ombre or a tonal hues, this is the best, I think, that I found, and I love that it's anti-pilling acrylic. I needed a project with pink. Scratch that, I just needed a project and I wanted to buy some of the yarn, this yarn specifically for it. And I was looking through and I have some of the colorways already, and I said, what colorway has really impressed me, popped, and I said to myself, oh, I really want to get that, and it was this Exquisite Clutter. They had a couple colorways that I thought were nice, but this Exquisite Clutter, if you can see it here, just, my gosh, it popped out. If you go on Mary Maxim's website, you click on this Exquisite Clutter, it's going to show you some of the kits that they have with it. I recommend looking at the kits because they show you finished product versions made with this colorway, and they do stun. So, got that. I have several different colorways just to show off here while we're talking about this yarn. So I have this color, which is Delilah, My Dear, which is like browns. I have this color, which is the Garden Lodge. It's like lighter color greens. I have this color, which is my favorite out of all of them, which is Liquid Mercury. I've done a video reviewing just Liquid Mercury and did work it up in a project. This is 7 Seas. I'm working on a project right now with 7 Seas. It's quite beautiful, but this one does go from like super light to super dark, like teal colors, but still very Crystal over at Bag A Day has been talking forever since this came out. I feel like that she was going to be coming out with some solid colors with this, but I haven't seen them, and I know she had posted that, you know, there was some complications with that and all that, so I don't know when those are going to come out. But what I do know is that Mary Maxim does sell this anti-pill worsted acrylic, and this is of a very similar feel, texture, winding, all of that to this Bag A Day Tonal Hues. The disadvantage is this Mary Maxim anti-pill worsted. There's not a ton of colors. There's a couple colors, but you're not going to be able to match them up with everything. However, I do think that this pink, even though it's a little bit lighter than this, I only got one ball because I said, well, that'll at least make a nice border. Or I'm not sure, I might make a square project from this, and then I can use this to connect and all that. The difference in yardage is, so this is a 4 medium weight. This is a 4 medium weight. You get 280 yards with this, and it's a 5.3 ounce ball. This is a 5.3 ounce ball, but it says that you get 320 yards. Take from that what you will, but they have 6 or 8 different colors in this, but like I said, they're not made to necessarily match up with the tonal hues. But if I had to put my money on it, I would think that they're going to rebrand this anti-pill worsted, this Mary Maxim yarn, to have coordinating colors. But anyway, the pink does still coordinate with this, at least for a border or connections. And then I got 2 of just the black of that anti-pill, and I got that specifically for this, the liquid mercury. This yarn is like one of the softest yarns you'll ever feel. It's like, I know I say like butter, but it's the butter. It really is. And this black yarn, there's not necessarily black in this, but paired up with this in a project, I think it will be really nice. And I got 2, so I can actually do a significant project. These were $6.99 each. This Bag A Day Tonal Hues is normally $6.99. They had it on sale for $4.99. I've seen them run sales for $5.99. Usually it was a little bit of a steeper sale because it was like the week before Black Friday is when I got it. But if you're ever questioning, like, is this a good yarn to buy, get it. If there's a color that you like, it will not disappoint. It's a good one. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 8 balls of this. So at $4.99 each. And then now we're going to move on to what we're all really here for. And that is this mystery bag. So Mary Maxim had the mystery bags for $29.99. They were only like $50, $50 or $60, it said. And they were $29.99. And if you bought one of these in the month of November, you were entered into like some sort of drawing. So I'm like, sure. I love a good mystery pack. And one thing that I'll say about this mystery pack, and I don't know if they packed this specifically, but I ordered pinks in my order. So I had already ordered pinks, and I feel like they included a lot of pinks in the mystery bag, or that's just how things worked out. So I don't know. If you're going to order one of these mystery bags, maybe order another yarn in a color that you like with it. I'm not saying that that's a fail-proof way to make sure that you're getting somewhat of a colorway that you would like, but it worked out for me. They gave me lots of pinks. So this is significant. It's pretty good size. This says, congratulations, you've received your November yarn surprise box. During the month of November, each time you buy a yarn surprise box, your name will be put into a drawing for a grand prize of a $200 gift card. 5 winners will receive a $100 gift card, and 5 winners will receive an Afghan kit. Winners will be drawn at random on December 1st and won't be notified by phone or email. Well, December 1st came and went. I wasn't notified, so I probably wasn't the winner, but that's okay. So let's look at what we got. So we've got this Hobie Amigo 100% acrylic, chunky. I think it's a 5 weight, 100-gram ball, 109 yards. And it's pink. The actual color is called color 47. It's made in Turkey, designed in Denmark, and it's the Oecotec standard, which means it's safe against harmful substances and tested for that, and it recommends a 7mm hook. So I got, of the pink, I got 1, 2. All right, I got 2 of those Hobie pinks. I also got this basic soft acrylic DK 50-gram balls. It is Rico, R-I-C-O design. It's Oecotec certified. How many yards is it? It just says 155 meters. It's 100% acrylic. It's somewhat soft. This is like a royal purple color. It's pretty. They're real small balls. It's a DK weight, but I got some other DKs in here that it'll pair nicely with. So I got 4 of these, and then it looks like they sent me, this is a DK as well. This is Snuggly Wuggly Dip Dye yarn, 466 yards, a 5-ounce. It's loops and threads, so that's a Michaels. It's a 3 lightweight 4mm hook, is what it recommends. And this is pink. It's like a rosy pink. I think it's got like one little default line of white there, but I could cut that out. But it's like a rose, a blush color, really. But I got a bit of it. Oh no, some of these, look, they're it's got a rose. It's got, oh gosh, we're gonna have to really open this up. So let's take a look. We've got a rose, which is what I have here, and they look like the dyes match pretty closely. So we have those, both of those, the solid color rose, and then we have one that is rose with a little bit of white lines peppered in with it, also loops and threads. It does say machine washable and dryable, so win there. And then the third one is a lot more white, rose, and pinky colors. I think this will make a really nice baby blanket, but my thought process is, so we have the rosy DK colors and some of those variations of it, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these purples. It's very little amount, but it's a DK, and I could probably pepper these in somewhere to have just a real small amount of these kind of married in with the pinks and whites. I think it'll be a nice look. Oh gosh, 4. There's more. It's like Christmas Day. 4, 5, 6 of these colors, of these small ones. So I'm digging that. I saw this when this thing first came. The first thing I saw is a Karen 1 pound. Like I said, I had $29.99 for this whole package. I've already definitely made up that money. This alone is $12 on a good sale. So Karen 1 pound, and this is in the color light terracotta, and I definitely have a lot of this Karen 1 pound, quite a few colorways, and I most certainly have some colorways that will go really nicely with this. In fact, I have one within reach that I recently purchased. I recently purchased this peach color. So I have a white over there. I have this peach and I have this light terracotta. Oh my gosh, look at those. Look at that all together. That is... It's like it was made to go together. I love it. Alright, the one thing that came in here that I hate. And I knew that this was going to happen because I watched someone else unbox their mystery bag a couple months ago. And they had these Lion Brand off the hook. Horrible in the mess. There's 3 of these balls in here. But it's pink, purple, and lime green and blue. It's supposed to be for finger knitting. See, it says like no tools needed. And it's just got all these loops and stuff that you, I think, pull through. I'm going to have to test this out, try it out, see if I like it. If not, someone's getting this as a gift. I can imagine this being a fun gift for maybe a little girl. My little girl's 2.5, so she's too young for this. But I do have like a niece that might like this, so this might end up being a gift. Anyway, I have 3 of those balls. It's probably enough to make a scarf. They're 3.5 ounce balls, 100% polyester, and it is machine washable and dryable, so I'll give them that. It's a 7 jumbo, so I don't know, not my favorite, but I've never worked with it either, so positive intent, you know, we're gonna think of it in that light. I also got this fun little kit. It says Paint by Stitches 1-stitch needlework kit. Camp Crafty Lion Brand yarn. You're out of this world. So it's like a spaceship. And yeah, see, you got your yarn and the mesh here. So it's like a needlework project. I think that's a fun little gift. Not something that, I mean, I've done needlework before when I was younger. It's a fun little project to learn. It looks like it has the needle, it has the yarn or threads, and then it's got the mesh kit. So I don't know how much these go for, but I'm not mad at it. Not bad. Nice little gift. And then it looks like I even got a few more little things in here. So we got that one, congratulations, you've received your box. And then they also included a couple patterns. So these are Yarn Inspirations patterns. This one is the Holiday Stripe Throw. And it looks like it's done with maybe like double crochet V-stitch or something like that. And then I got a Patton's cable knit blanket pattern. You can get a lot of these patterns on Yarn Inspirations website, but it's still fun nevertheless that they printed them out. That's very nice. This is the Autumn Throw from Red Heart. And then this is Bernat Softy Chunky Baby Blanket. And then I got 2 hooks, it looks like. I got a crochet hook with a twist. This is London K large 20mm. It literally is with a twist. It's a Lion Brand product. Crochet Magic. I don't know how well you can see that. Let me see if I can take it out of the package. So I know the glare sometimes will make things not so easy to see. So let's see what I mean. It's like a twisted plastic one, but you know what, I could see that being able to hold in the hand very nicely. So, oh look, it's got a little peace symbol on the bottom. It's a 20mm, so I don't have a 20mm. So there we go. This one is also this London K, and this one is also, you know, the one with a twist, and this is in the size 11.5mm. I've never seen an 11.5. I've seen a 10 and 11, but not 11.5. It does look to be like an inline hook, possibly. for that. So that's nice. Enjoying my little hook collection. I was so excited to get one of these. You know, you never know what you're going to get. But I will say, I feel like they tried to pair one of their mystery bags with the colors that they thought that I liked already by the yarn that I was buying. So take from that what you will. I don't know if that's a philosophy to follow or whatever, but it worked out for me. I'm not mad with what they sent me. The only thing that I probably won't use is this, but I'll probably gift it to somebody. And everything else I think I would probably use. So I feel good at the $30 price tag. I think I got my money's worth. So I was happy with it. Anyway, thank you so much for stopping in. This is just a nice video to see this unboxing and this mystery bag. I do have to say I did go a little crazy around Black Friday, so you'll probably see some more yarn unboxings. But I'm working on finishing up a project right now that's going to be coming out next. So keep an eye out for that. Thank you so much for tuning in, and have a great day. Bye.